Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to explore the quadratic functions in standard form. Alright, so the formula is f of s equals as squared plus bs plus c, and a must be different from 0, right? Because if a equals to 0, and then this term's gone, we have linear, right? So a must be different from 0, right? Now, we have two different cases. The first case, a greater than 0. The graph open upwards, so the graph should be something like this. Alright. The graph of the function has a minimum value, so this is the minimum. Right? Minimum values is the smallest value of the function, right? The domain of the function f of s is negative infinity to positive infinity, right? So for example, if I have the graph like this, right? So on the left hand side right here, it's going to be negative infinity. The right hand side, positive infinity. This is negative infinity. And this is positive infinity, right? Now the graph keeps going up and further to the left, right? When s approaches negative infinity, the graph keeps going to positive infinity, right? So the domain of the function is negative infinity to positive infinity, right? When s approaches positive infinity, the function keeps going up to positive infinity, right? So the domain should be negative infinity to positive infinity. Now the range of the function is from the minimum value to positive infinity, right? So the minimum right here, this guy is the minimum value, right? From here all the way up. So this is the range of the function, right? Axis of symmetry is the line that splits the graph in half, and the axis of symmetry must pass the minimum value, right? So this is the axis of symmetry right here. Right? So the equation of the axis of symmetry is going to be s equals negative b over 2a, right? b a right here. Okay? So this guy is negative b over 2a. The vertex, this guy is the vertex, right? The vertex is the coordinate s and y, right? So s equals negative b over 2a, right? Negative b over 2a right here. And the y value right here, this is f of negative b over 2a, right? You substitute s equal negative b over 2a into the function to find the y values, and this is the y values, right? Now the x-intercept, this is the x-intercept. Another name of the x-intercept is zeros, right? So we have two zeros right here, this guy. Now the y-intercept is where the graph meets the y-axis, right? Okay, so in order to find the x-intercept, we just let y equal to 0, right? And you solve it, you will learn this lesson in the next videos, right? To find the y-intercept, you just let x equal to 0, right? So look at this one, x equal to 0, this guy gone, this guy gone. So this is your y-intercept. Y-intercept, which means the c value in the standard form of the quadratic function. Alright, now let's take a look at the example, right? Alright, so I'm going to bring up the decimals. So for example, if I have the function f of s is 2s squared minus 4s minus 6. Alright, so this is the function of y equals 2s squared minus 4s minus 6. Now, we need to identify the characteristic of this function, right? The graph open upwards, right? Because a equals 2, right? A equals 2 greater than 0. That's why the graph open upward. Now, next one. The graph always has a minimum values right here, right? The minimum values is negative 8, right? So y equals negative 8. When the question asks you to find the minimum value, which means you need to find the y value, not s value, okay? Now, the domain of this function is negative infinity to positive infinity, right? The range of the function is minimum value to infinity, right? So the minimum values is negative 8, so it's going to be from negative 8 all the way up, right? So you can write the bracket negative 8, right? Because negative 8 is on the graph, right? Comma infinity. Or you can write y greater than or equal to negative 8, right? Because it's from negative 8 all the way up, right? Now, next one, the axial symmetry of f(s) is s equals negative b over 2a. Now, look at this one, a equals 2, right? B equals negative 4, right? Right here. And C equals negative 6. Alright, so the axial symmetry is S equal negative B over 2A. I substitute over here. Negative B. Negative B equals negative 4, so I have negative 4 right here. Over 2 times A equal 2. Right? I substitute over here. So, I cancel out. 4 divided by 4 is going to be 1. Negative, negative is going to be positive, so the answer is 1. Alright, so I check this one. This exactly is the axial symmetry right here. Negative 1. Right? Right here. Now, the vertex of the function. S equal negative b over 2a. Yes, it's going to be 1 right here. And the y value should be negative 8, which means the minimum value, right? This guy actually the minimum value right here, right? So the vertex should be 1 comma negative 8. Now the x-intercept, which means the zeros, right? So we have 2 zeros right here. The first zero is going to be negative 1. The second zero is going to be 3, right? So it's going to be negative 1 and 3. Now the y-intercept is where the graph meets the y-axis, so this could be right here. Y-intercept is negative 6, right? So negative 6. Or you can write 0 comma negative 6, right? Y-intercept, which means x equal to 0, right? Now the x-intercept right here you can write as negative 1 comma 0, right? And 3 comma 0, right? Because x-intercept, which means y equal to 0, right? Now let's move on to the second case. Now second case, a less than 0, right? So for example, if we have a graph like this, and then a less than 0, it's going to be something like this. The graph open downward like this, right? Now, the graph of the function has the maximum value right here. This is the maximum value. The domain is still the same thing, right? Now, the range is going to be from negative infinity to the maximum value, right? The axial symmetry is still the same, right? From here, the axial symmetry is going to be right here. The vertex is going to be right here, s value right here, and the y value right here. This is y value and this is s value. This is the coordinate of the vertex, right? The x-intercept right? Right here, we have 2 zeros right here. The y-intercept is where the graph meets the y-axis, right? So the y-intercept right here. Alright, so let's go to this mode to graph the function. So if I change this one into negative, right? So it's gonna be like this. Alright, so I'm gonna add 6 right here. Alright. Alright, so this is the function y equals negative 2s squared minus 4s plus 6, right? Now, because a equals negative 2 less than 0, so the function open downward, right? It's gonna be right here. Next one, the graph of the function f has the maximum, right? Yes, the maximum value right here. It's gonna be 8, right? This guy equal 8. Domain is still the same, negative infinity to positive infinity. The range of the function f is from negative infinity, right? This is negative infinity because it keeps going downward, right? All the way up to the maximum right here, 8, right? So negative infinity to 8. Make sure you put the bracket right here. You can write negative infinity less than y less than or equal to 8. Or you can write y less than equal to 8. That's it. Now, the axis of symmetry s equal negative b over 2a, right? So a equals negative 2, right? B equals negative 4, and C equals 6, right? So the axis of symmetry S equals negative B, right? Negative side right here. B equals negative 4 over 2 times negative A, negative 2, right? So the answer is 2 negative side right here turns out to be positive. So it's going to be 4 over 2 times negative 2, it could be negative 4. So the answer is negative 1. So the axis of symmetry is negative 1. So it could be right here. Keep in mind, the axis of symmetry is the line that splits the graph into 2 halves. Alright, so S equals negative 1 is the axis of symmetry. Now the vertex is right here, right? Which means S equals negative 1 and Y equals to 8 right here, right? So the vertex is going to be negative 1, comma 8, right? The x-intercept is going to be right here. It's going to be negative 3 and 1, right? So it could be negative 3 and 1. Or you can write negative 3, comma 0 and 1, comma 0, right? Now the y-intercept is going to be right here, right? This is actually the value of c right here, right? So y-intercept is 6. Or you can write 0, comma 6, right? Now, if I print up the calculator, I'm gonna wrap this one to see what happens, to see if I get the same thing, right? Now, hit y equals negative 2s squared minus 4s plus 6 and hit graph. It's gonna be right here. Now, I need to find the vertex right here, the vertex, which means the maximum value right here, right? So I need to hit second trace, right? The maximum right here, number 4, and hit enter. Now you need to move your cursor from left to right. You know that the maximum should be right here, right? So you move your cursor to the left of the maximum, you hit enter. You move your cursor to the right of the maximum, you hit enter. And you move your cursor inside, you hit enter. The maximum right here is going to be 8. It's exactly right here. 8 right here. Right? This is maximum. Now I need to find the y-intercept, right? Y-intercept, very simple. You just let s equal to 0, it's going to be sit right here, right? Now I need to find two zeros right here. I have negative 3 and 1, right? So I hit second trace 0 right here, right? So I hit number 2. So I need to do exactly same thing as the maximum value, right? Move your cursor to the left of 0, hit enter. Move your cursor to the right of 0, hit enter. Now move your cursor inside of these two lines right here, hit enter. The first 0 right here s equal negative 3, right? Now I hit second trace one more time. And I hit the 0, which means number 2. I move to the right, right? From left to right, keep that in mind. My 0 right here. I move my cursor close to 0, I hit enter. Move my cursor to the right of 0, hit enter. Go back to the middle, hit enter. Now the second 0, which means 1 right here, right? This is exactly the same thing right here. Alright, so after I use the calculator, I check my answer, I get the same things, right? And it's good time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.